And my name's host Derek. I'm here to say hello. Welcome to Talking to Spanish People. Country song about like barbecue. I guess I wrote those lyrics. I don't remember writing them, of course.
Did you guys sing?
Yes, we did sing a few Christmas songs.
Aww.
They had slightly different versions of Christmas songs than I printed out. They were using their handwritten thing, so it was a little bit of a little bit not coordinated properly, but it was fine.
Was Les there?
Yes, Les was there.
Cool.
Got to say hi to him. I met multiple people, chatted with multiple people.
That's good.
Um, Felt like a real live community member.
What did you tell them why I wasn't there?
I said you weren't feeling well, that you were having cramps.
I don't think it's because I was the truth.
Yeah. And I said that you wanted to come, but when it was time to go, the cramps were too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to take out this little bowl here. We're going to smoke some bowls. Earlier, I tried live streaming. It was a terrible live stream. I immediately got distracted tweaking out on the piano. Forgot all about the live stream. When I looked at the screen again finally, the phone again, my phone had died.
I told Kimi you were being 7 and playing on the piano.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's being a 7 per se, but it is playing the piano. It is true that
Like, I associate playing
with 7,
yeah.
it is true that I like to play a lot and that I'm in the ground number 7.
If they were to have any idea who the extrovert and the introvert are in the relationship, they definitely know now.
Because of my extroversion of the party
Yeah, and my lack of being
or
there.
your lack of being there. Oh well, the Christmas party was at the neighbor's house over there. We were originally going to have a party here on the same day, but it turned out they had their Christmas party that day, so we nixed it, you know. And I went down there to the Christmas party. Rachel stayed here because she wasn't feeling well. Um, I played a few Christmas songs with Jared and Kay, and um, chatted with a variety of neighbors, and played that game that we play. Who are you? I'm Eric. I live in the White House. This is the only White House in the whole neighborhood, so it makes it easy to tell people where I live. Anybody who's walked around the block before has noticed the one White House that exists in the whole neighborhood. So that makes it easy for me to explain to people where I live. And, you know, I'm more recognized now than I used to be. Am I a Trump supporter? I mean, I don't even know what that term means, right? I am in favor of good public policy and a good president. And I don't get that regardless of who's president.
Hey, Johnny Dog.
I don't believe that politics is well done by a people. It's always a mistake to be a supporter of a person, right? You want to be a supporter of correctness when it comes to politics. And since I'm not president, whoever we're talking about is obviously going to be wildly incorrect about lots of things they do. What do you think about people coming here and taking white collar jobs and like H-1B visas? I mean, as a general concept, I'm of the mindset that we don't need more population here, but it's also the case that if you bring in people who have real skills that contribute real economic benefit to the economy, the fact that they're not citizens makes them even more beneficial because they don't get certain benefits and stuff. Are you still having the Xmas party today? Well, no, because we were gonna have a party here on the 13th, but then we got the flyer in the mail for the neighbor's party, which is the 13th, so we just said forget it. I just got back from the neighbor's Christmas party. Neighbors have a very nice place. Their house is super homey, comfortable, and like landscaped and stuff. They got these like cool little bridges they built in the backyard and brick paths and stuff. They got a super nice kitchen too. It's got a 6 burner, one of those big stove tops, you know. And their party is like fully supplied, right? They got all different kinds of hard alcohol, wine, beer. They had a keg of beer as well, and they had all kinds of different foods that people brought. So, if you were to be a drinker, that's a great Christmas party to go to. You have every choice imaginable, including all these like fancy alcohols, not just like Tito's. They got 20-year-old aged scotch and stuff. But of course, I don't drink, so that's no benefit to me. New Subaru Outback looks good. I'm not getting a new Subaru Outback, but I do believe it's a good car. I just we're gonna stick with our existing old Mini Cooper and pay the piper. I already spent the $1,275, including shipping, for the new head. It's being shipped to the repair shop. Actually, Mini Cooper is a German car now. It was originally a British car, but BMW bought it. Yeah, well, that's okay. I still am fine with driving it. Even though the Germans make it, I'm still fine with driving it. You know, there's some nice things about having the rental car, but mostly the nice thing about having the rental car is the Bluetooth audio. That's something the Mini does not have. And that's a little bit annoying. Maybe my ancestors fought Germans, but also maybe my ancestors were Germans. Have you considered that possibility? No, my relatives were not Nazis. We left Germany well before World War II. Rachel's awfully quiet. I don't think she's feeling that great. She's feeling somewhat better, but I think she's also on Adderall crash, right?
Yeah, and I'm on Adderall, but I am bleeding.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like it makes it uncomfortable.
Would you like one of these?
What's that?
Hydrocodone?
It's a hydrocodone.
It's pain pill.
Shit, I don't need it. I'm good now. Before I was fucking like dying, but
Okay. If you want it, just grab it.
thank you.
I I'm not feeling about these things at all, so if you like it, take it, you know. They do they do punch a pack a punch. I took one the other night in conjunction with a couple of mild sleep things, like a couple of gabapentins. I think I had half a Klonopin too. And it was like, oh. Is Rachel white? I've never asked Rachel what her race is, actually. I have no idea. I guess I was kind of assuming as Icelandic or North Korean, but you definitely can and should mix drugs. You just have to be uh, conscious of, you know, like, first of all, if you are going to mix drugs, don't mix alcohol in the mix because,
That's like a general for uppers and downers, I think. You shouldn't mix them.
right, but like, the thing about alcohol is it'll make other drugs stronger.
Oh,
So,
that's why
like,
you get the spins.
yeah, like if you take a benzo plus a couple of drinks, you might black out. I mean, probably not with Klonopin, but other kind of benzos. Like, you might be just fine taking one or two benzos, mix one or two drinks with that, and all of a sudden you're blacked out.
Not good.
So, Rachel, what race are you?
I always check off Caucasian.
She's from the Caucasus. Christmas is still not here. Maybe holidays are. Well, that's true that Christmas is not here. It's also true that I just got back from a Christmas party. Which, even though maybe it should have been called a holiday party, it was called a Christmas party.
You're the holiday party.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
Chatted with Kay for a little while.
That's good.
Um, chatted with Jared a bit, you know. I'm a Uralian, which is what they call people from the Ural Mountains. A Uralian. I was watching earlier I was looking at Laura Large's video where they make an update on the Michael Reel case after they discovered the interview I did with him. That gives me a lot of satisfaction. Not much I've done on YouTube gives me as much satisfaction as that did. You think I'm Mongolian? No, dude, you're mistaking me for my barbecue. My barbecue is Mongolian. Me, I'm Uralian. This is just on her phone doing whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, why? What's going on?
Johnny says it's Rachel.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Okay, who's the other two people here? Speak up. Johnny Joe, just be okay with there not being anybody here. It's fine. I was realizing and enjoying that reality earlier. Was hardly anybody here, but I was just fucking around on the piano anyway, so I said, that's fine. Well, I mean, I'm here, Rachel's here, and you're here. That's three people. Not to mention Manu John. He might even count as a person too. You know? It's at least plausible. And number 5, I'm here and not queer. Well, do you know how to steer? Because queer or not, you're driving. I'm drunk on life and I'm not fit to drive. If I ever get pulled over and asked if I've been drinking, I'm going to tell the officer, the only thing I'm drunk on, sir, is life.
Yes.
The delicious flavor of the beverage called life. Life's the best drug of all.
Yeah, I don't care how old you are. If I saw a video of you smacking a girl's booty that you worked with 3 times, I would be jealous.
Even if it was from like 30 years ago? Because
If it was from 30 years ago, I wouldn't even want to see it.
I can't conceive of me smacking anybody's booty as an adult. Like, I never would I even done that at any point because I would not want to unwantedly touch people. Like,
That's what I
unwanted
mean.
touching.
Like, what the heck is that? I'd be jealous. I wouldn't be comfortable with you doing that.
Of course not. But I assume when you said that, you must have been talking about a long time ago because I don't have any coworkers, or if I did, the last time I had coworkers in a job where I might be frivolous like that was like I was 18 years old or something.
Ah.
Like I could conceive of myself when working at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, like maybe like some friend I had worked there, like taping his hat off of his head or something like that.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, it's not something I would do nowadays, but that's what I was thinking. It's like it would have to be that kind of frame where I might get up to some kind of horseplay, Slapping a girl's butt, though, does not qualify as horseplay. That qualifies as either sexual harassment, potentially assault, uh, talking to by human resources, and lots of other problems.
Yeah.
I just can't ever get enough of it. What? Hot, hard cock? Well, keep trying. You'll get there eventually. You've got an addiction. There's only one thing that's going to slake your thirst. What is that one thing? Don't even ask. You don't want to know. It's too mysterious for you. I don't get this. How is it that I was I was fooling around on the keyboard for a super long time last time. The drums just kept on playing. Maybe I wasn't recording it. This is probably what happened. Okay, that's too long. I don't need audio files of fucking around that last like over an hour. What am I ever going to conceivably do with that? Nothing. That's what. I don't mind having drum beats recorded, but I'm not sure they sound like good drum beats. This one sounds fine. Hi, Johnny Joe. I'm glad you're back. Are you hosting again? Yeah, I'm hosting again. I'm hosting what again? I'm hosting posting again. I'm hosting posting some sand. I'm doing what? I'm mosting. Mostly coasting. That's what I'm doing when I'm hosting the toasting. Am I hosting what again? Oh, you're talking about the title of the Christmas party? No, I got back from the Christmas party. We didn't host it. We had it at the neighbor's house. And I just got back from there not long ago, and I had a wonderful time. Rachel didn't go, so that was fine though. Because usually if I see any of those people, I see them with Rachel. So it's not like, does this guy really have a wife?
No.
Yeah. So if it had been my first time ever at the Christmas party, I'd have been like, I wish Rachel were here. Because I'd want to be like, this is us, you know? Wonderful job, Eric. You did a wonderful, wonderful job. You're wasting everybody's time, maybe. Yeah, we were gonna originally have our Christmas party of our own, but then we scheduled it for December 13th. The very next day, out on our feet, we went to the mailbox. What did we see? A flyer that said a Christmas party, already scheduled for December 13th. So then we said, fuck it, let's go to that instead. That's exactly how it went down. I like it. I don't remember making it, but and then what I'm currently playing is mixed onto one track. Huh. What did I use? What's that? Or did I use that for something? Why do I have that? Why did I do it like this? That's so dumb. I do some dumb things sometimes. Like, I have this stereo track that has a different right and left channel that I don't have broken into two mono tracks for no reason that I can ascertain. They're all still mixed together though. This mono track has got piano and guitar mixed together on it. Why would I do it like that? And this is like the same thing with a little bit different effects on it or something. Eric, you dumbass, why do you do things like this? There's no reason, no explanation. Why I would do it like that. I like that conceptually at least, but
Love you.
I love you too.
I'm glad you had fun.
Thanks, darling. Pitch. Let's go ahead and put that there, like so. Let's see. Um, I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay. It's not too bad. I had a bass and drums, conceivably. It needs some more work, but it's fine. Like a tire baby, round and round. Spin me round, right round, be right round. Like a tire baby, spin me right round. If you would like to spin me, then spin me like a tire. Tires spin well, so does hell, and everything like a top or a tray down. Tires spin well, and so does a wheel. Spin that slot machine, it's a good deal. Tires spin well. What do you say? Would you like to spin my tire today? A tire spin well, so do wheels. I don't know if there's the tires that squeals. Obviously, it needs work, the baseline, but it, yeah, got some promise if I put in some work into it, maybe. What about this? Yeah, this has some promise too if I put in some work into it, maybe. I wasted all the morning doing stuff, getting myself ready enough, but now it's too late to be productive. The people tell me, have a plan. If you want to get stuff done, stand. And I agree with them in principle. Bobbity boo, sobbity soo. If you like to go to the zoo, we could travel there on a tandem bicycle. Higgity chuggity choo. What do you think that you do? Would you like some juicy fruit to choose to? Would you prefer Big Red instead? And make it last a little longer, Fred. I chew gum, lots of kind. Hubba Bubba is a favorite of mine. And Bubble Yum, that's also good. Would you like some gum? Could you take it if you wanted? I don't know. Or maybe you shouldn't if you're buried in the snow. But I think it's Christmas time in your heart. Yeah, it's like an art park inside of my butt. People walking around drinking wine. Like, what the fuck, dog? What you doing with that frog? Leave it alone on its log. Don't be like that. Be like something else. I think if this were constantly playing in the background as I move through the world, I'd talk more slowly, be more considerate in what I say. Like if this were playing when I went to the grocery store as a cashier, I'd be like, oh, hey there. Hope your day's going well. I got this stuff in my cart, as you can tell. I'd like you to ring it up. Here's my gas card. Chickadee chang. That cost 5.99. That's fine. Now, what about this stuff next in line? Put it on through and put it in a bag, and the cart goes you. How much is the total that I've got to pay you here at the supermarket today, sir or ma'am? $194.86. See, if you had this playing in the background all the time, it would really frame your conversations. It's kind of like, oh my God, Ronald? Really now, Ronald? Did you think you could get away with all that stuff that you did the other day? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Should I be smoking? I don't want an infection, but I'm stroking my inflection to ensure my words are said properly this time. It'd be better, I think. The world would be a better place if the smelly were playing in the background space. And I called upon that time before when I said something demure. It's a good song, a good melody. I could sing it for Christmas Eve or Easter or even Washington's birthday. Yeah, you like it. You like it a lot. You're like, hey, I need to listen to what you got. Can't they just start playing this over the speakers in stores? I agree. I can envision myself, you say, walking down the street, taking my time, feeling how neat everything is. And it's all because of this background music. That's the power of background music. And that's the end of background music. Okay, so who do I hate more than anybody else? The answer is me. I've got really drilled in at this point as a habit. Taking a lot of hard work and self-discipline. But there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that I hate myself. I find myself saying it still very frequently. Meow. 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 This would be a different mood, right? If you had this as background music. Hey there, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm on my way to do some grooming and see you. And I'm going shopping and then I'm going there. I gotta fill the car up with gas and air. I gotta go to the store, gotta buy some things. I gotta go to the park and ride the swings. I gotta get in my car and drive down the road to the house where I live. That's where I go. This is how it is when you're doing this kind of background music. You are gluing, being clue. All Blues, these nothing to do. You know, it's a different mood for background music. But I think we should all try to push for having background music during our life, during just our day-to-day life. I feel like we're getting cheated, you know. Because normally I'm off doing things and it's super ordinary and boring and I don't sing, don't talk, don't seem to do anything at all really but think about food and stuff. I say, I hate myself, oh, I hate myself, but I wouldn't do that if this were playing in the background. How I feel positive, I'm sure, like walking around and doing some manure. Spreading it on the grass or something, you know. What do you do with manure? That's not poo, that's manure. Get out of here and put it in the sewer. That's not poo, that's manure. You remind me of something else. Something that sounds like Gels. Maybe your name is Gels, and that's why you remind me of something else. Gels is a name that I know from somebody who would do something else that's so. Therefore, your name is Gels. Hope you like it, Corridor Street. Cord Overstreet. If you're like me, you like Cord Overstreet because he's got a name that's real super neat. Cord Overstreet. Cord Overstreet. Yeah. Well, thanks, G, for your positive regard. You might think what I'm doing is horrible. That's just because you are incorrigible. That rhymes. It's true. You know what you are, G? You're just sour and sassy. You're a bag full of sour sass. That's all you are. You're a big bag of sour sass. Was that your goal when you were a little child? You're like, I want to be a bowl of sour sass. Because that's what you got. Bowl of sour sass. You're being sassy again. But you can't even stop yourself. Listen here, G. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because I'm rapping to this beat like hell. And you can learn a thing or two about stuff. Because I'm rapping this thing to you know. I'll say enough stuff here that you will filled with fear. Because I'm such a good rapper, you will see. I'm not stuck in 1980. Let's go. Let's rock. Rap, rock, country, opera, and all that kind of stuff. I like jazz music. I like free jazz with saxophones. You play one thing, you play another. Make the nut go together at all. All right, I'm digging this now. You guys seem really skilled on your instruments. How did you get so good? Jazz music. That's how. No, this is not Run DMC. But it could be. And USC got stomped by UConn. Although we had a rough start and it got better as we went along. But it's not Run DMC. It's not 10-8T, and I don't sing like a bee. I don't float like a butterfly neither, because I don't like butterflies. They're ether, made of ether, which is not a real thing at all. They're made of ether. They're made of ether. Well, it is a real thing, but not in outer space, y'all. They used to think that outer space was filled with something called ether. Now they know it's just full of nothing. Ladies may love Cool J. They don't seem to love me that way. My name is ERIC, and that's why ladies love Cool J. Listen, I was born and raised in the hood, on the hard streets of Arcadia. Could you imagine how hard it was for me, fighting and kicking and screaming and seeing everything bad like guns and violence? It was terrible. I'm Wildin' Coyote, looking after a road runner to make lunch for my modi. So yeah, I've decided just recently I'm gonna finally make it as a rapper. It's taken me a long time. I'm gonna finally do it with this song. This is the song where I'll make it as a rapper. I'm gonna rap so good people will clap their hands at me and say you're so good I wanna listen to you. Rap. Just like that. See? People will say, how arrogant way. How could you possibly not be successful already today with your incredible rapping? Everybody knows everything else is crapping. You don't want to be obscure. You want to be as famous as Cher. Married to Sonny before he died by crashing into a tree on a sunny day while he was skiing. Crapper? Well, that's fine too. This is not a good beat to rap over. That's definitely not a rap beat. I would call that a rock and roll beat. A rock and roll beat is fine for rock and roll. Beats from keyboard. See what beats we got from the keyboard. This is a pretty plain beat. It'd be fine for background music. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just waiting in line at the post office here. I got my letter got up there as well. I'm gonna mail it when I get to the front of the line. The former Michigan coach allegedly offered women tickets to the national championship game in exchange for a foursome. I've got a really good idea. Are you ready? I can tell you. Look, I know I'm in a high profile position. I'm married, I've got kids, and a lot of ambition. But I've got an idea that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna offer tickets to the national championship game for you. If you bring along 3 of your friends, take off your clothes, and we have sex together. That was your plan, Michigan head coach? That seems like a very dumb plan. You got too much strength to pull that shit off together. No, Michigan head coach. Obviously, you didn't listen to my previous song I made for you called Stop Boning Your Assistant. Stop boning your assistant. No good gonna come with that. Stop boning your assistant. Now, put away that foursome crap. Why you think your assistant left you? Is it 'cause you said you wanted to involve her and you and 3 more ladies in a foursome and food? Well, now you're in trouble. You broke into her house and you got a butter knife. And you said you're gonna off yourself. Now you're in trouble with the shelf, the law. You have to go to jail for a bit. Post bail, I guess, until you're out of it. But what are you gonna do now? You're gonna go home to your wife and kids? I don't think so. They're not gonna be very happy to see you. Why? Because you were a bad spouse and a bad father. So bad that Michigan fired you, even though you did pretty well this year. Now, it seems like music you have like like one of those games like Subway Surfer or Mario where you made the guy go on and get like coins and stuff. Right? Anything like that kind of video game song? Go over there, get those coins, get the mushroom and grow super large. Go over there, get that turtle, put it in my pocket and send it to Myrtle. Yeah, well, they've had a lot of controversies Michigan has lately in recent times. Jim Harbaugh started the thing when he got caught with his cheating scheme. He was stealing people's playbooks or something. Then after that, this new Michigan coach also got caught doing some kind of cheating stuff. He had a 2 or 3 game suspension. Nobody knows quite why. What are you meowing at me now for? What? What are you meowing about? I watched you eat, your mom did too. What could you possibly be meowing about? I don't want to watch you eat. I'd rather just stand here and look at my feet. I don't want to watch you eat. You're not even eating meat. Well, I'm here. I'm queer. I don't want to watch you eat. I was just here, like, just a minute ago. I don't think you want to eat. You just want to control me, dehumanize me, turn me into your serving boy. Listen, Trouble, I'm nobody's slave. Not you, not nobody. Not with this background music playing. Nobody's gonna enslave me with this playing in the background. If you want to enslave me, you better have enslavement background music on. What would enslavement background music sound like? I'm not really sure. But it's not this, that's for sure. When there were people like slave catchers and stuff, and slave traders, or Africa get slaves, they didn't listen to that song. They listened to something else. Something like, don't worry, these aren't really people. Or the lyrics of it. That's how they had to convince themselves, That's how they had to convince themselves. Very Western. A long time ago in the wild, wild west, I was riding a horse, I guess. Ran into some bendy toes out by a cactus. Now I'm alone. Don't take my horse, don't take my hat. Hey, those are my stirrups, give them back. I have a handgun inside of my holster, and I'm not afraid to use it to protect myself. Here it comes again. Another verse where, when, how, and then, and when, and why. The cowboys start to cry, start to cry. Why do they do that? Because of the beauty of this guitar solo. Windy Desert's Western Meow is what that's called. I like looking through old audio files I don't remember and see what they sound like, you know. But this is a beat that I made myself, obviously. You can tell because it's so bad. Like if you have this background music playing all the time, you'd go insane. This background music, if you have this playing all the time, you could survive with this, you know. And just be like, okay, well, but I'm going over here, then I'm going over there, then I'm going over there, then I'm coming back over here, then I'm going over there. And it'd be going back and forth, basically, this would be background music. Okay, well, let's see if we can find some better background music for us to have as background. Meow, meow, meow. More than meow for kitty. Go ahead. Be that way. If this were your background music, seems like you should be like straightening pictures or something. Let's go around the house and straighten any pictures on the wall. This picture is not quite straight, and I'm going to straighten it so great. That picture there is also not straight. Doesn't this seem like picture straightening music? I think that's fair. Try to picture straightening music. I don't have that much crowd to straighten pictures, so I'm just gonna mark it in the spot. What does mark it in the spot mean? I see. It's this. Right. actually goes further than that. I remember this. I don't know if I did anything with it or not. Probably not. I've got a lot of things I just started, don't ever do anything with. Maybe it goes all the way to there again. I don't know. Might. No, I did do something with that because it goes different than that. But I don't know what I did with it. I did something with it. See what this is. Not bad. Anything can never. That's a pretty good beat. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty full and stuff, you know. Kewl. Kewl bass line. Is it really a Kewl bass line? Let's find out. No, it's not. It was made a long time ago when I didn't have a proper bass. I had to do it on guitar with pitch shift. Let's see about Newbie Shooby. Maybe Newbie Shooby was listening to. The battle's ever waiting and the battle's never. That's that. Okay, well, I know what that is. I should retitle it, you know. Would know what it was in the future. That'd be convenient. That's a pretty good drum and bass. Yeah, it's a pretty good drum and bass. drum and bass, bass and drum. What are the two things that you're talking about, son? What drug of choice are you currently enjoying? I'm not really on any drugs, boyo. I would like to be on some kind of drugs. I guess I took a couple of Adderall earlier, but I haven't really done any other drugs than that, unfortunately. But thanks for your concern, Mac. Hi, Carrot. I did. I watched the Army-Navy game. No, I ain't. I didn't watch that game because I thought I would faint. And so I stood home instead and did something else. I don't remember what it was in my head about. Pepsi is the choice of a new generation, but it's nobody's drug choice because that's not a drug. Let's not insult drugs by calling that a drug. Caffeine is wild today. Is it? To me it is. My heart gets going and my mind gets stirred. Vladimir Putin, he's the bird. Well, it is true that it has some effect on the body. You know, it's not entirely neutral. It's not water. Yes. Save that. More today than ever, I think. That makes me want to have some coffee. I got up fairly late today, almost at noon. I did get a good amount of sleep last night, which I'm pleased about. I need to eat some food, though. It's hard to stay full when you have so few things you can eat. I'm gonna have one of these tapioca puddings. I will normally always order Coke instead of Pepsi. If someplace were to have both, I would get Coke. But I actually don't know really if I like Coke or Pepsi better. I've never really done a taste test. I know I like this tapioca pudding. It's got little balls in it. I wasn't really expecting that. I think I might cook here in a little while. I think when I do cook, I'll cook tuna melt. Tuna melt is something that's soft enough that I should be able to eat it without any chewing. I think maybe after I go back to the dentist on the 22nd and he re-puts this thing in more properly, because I didn't let him have enough time to put it all in properly, really, because I was just done. He had the sedation had worn off. He didn't want to give me more drugs, but it was hurting, so I was just like, you need to wrap this shit up, bro. But accordingly, I don't think the temporary denture is supported underneath with as much dental cement as it needs to, and that's why that piece broke off a little bit. Tapioca chips suck? I didn't even know they had tapioca chips. Talking Heads makes me think of This Is Not Your Beautiful Wife. You know that song? And days go by. Na, 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 na. That helped. A good little tide me over. But I do think I'm going to still need to make some food. Alright. We're almost done with this table. When I get all the sticks, I'm going to put the sticks down right here. With the plan of throwing them outside. Some of these sticks don't even have to be having anything pulled off of them. They're already just sticks. When you get all the sticks off, then I can pick through these buds on the table and put some of them in the bud bag, but most of this stuff I think I'm going to use for edibles. You know? It does take a lot of weed to make good edibles. So if I use all this clippings, grind it up real small, I bet I could make good edibles out of it. So I don't know if I was talking about this on the stream or just to Rachel, but I met this kid, he's like 20 or something. Anyway, he's the son of he bought the house that we sold, or his mom did, and he lives there now. And he plays music. He brought a ukulele with him. He kind of lets his freak flag fly, you know. He dresses weird, has a weird haircut and stuff. But I exchanged contact info with him with the idea that maybe we'll play or record music together. So that was fun. You know, young people know how to have fun, right? A little bit more than older people sometimes. Well, I mean, no, I don't think of you as old at all. You're considerably younger than me. I mean, just because old people in general don't know how to have fun doesn't mean that we don't know how to have fun. yeah, the old people at the party, because most people at the party are older people. It's not a young neighborhood particularly, although we have some young people in the neighborhood. The old people at the party certainly know how to party too. They were all drinking and stuff. In a very civilized fashion, of course. Well, they did have a keg at the party. They had all kinds of beers, a keg, they had lots of hard alcohol, different kinds of hard alcohol, wine. Of course, everyone was very civilized. Nobody was being a drunk or anything, as far as I can tell. It's a nice neighborhood. I like living here. Everybody likes this house too. They're like, oh, the White House. I like that house. That house is beautiful. You have such a good driveway. Somebody mentioned our driveway tonight as part of it. You got that great paved driveway. Yep, we do have a paved driveway. So you know you're in the country when people are impressed by your paved driveway. Alright, I think I actually got most of the sticks. There's some more sticks, obviously. But once a stick gets to be small enough, it becomes demoted to a stem. I don't have to get all the stems, just the sticks. Okay. Throw these pieces of string away. These can go outside. What do you mean I want them to go outside? It's fine. Okay, I'll put these over here on this pile of sticks. And at some point, burn all those sticks. Alright, let's get my coffee. What do you want? Let's do this. Get these things up. Well, that's got a little bit of weight on it, but that's fine. And then we got these things, I'll put them in here. This. See, like I was saying before, this paper I signed expressly just says tobacco. So smoking and other tobacco use. Tobacco negatively, blah blah blah. So I can smoke whatever I want and not have anything to do with this piece of paper I saw. Now I have started smoking cigarettes again, but I'm trying to keep it down to a smallish number for a few more days until I feel sure that it's not going to get infected. So now that I've gotten those things off of the table, I could put all the rest of that stuff in one of these boxes here. DEA raid and 321. DEA doesn't want anything to do with me. No, this is all from my head, Steve. The thing is, when you harvest weed once a year, you need to have enough weed to last you a year. If you don't want to buy it, right? Last year, we didn't harvest enough to last us the whole year. But I feel confident this year we have enough. Let's go take this over here. Okay. We've got a little table weed here. I'm actually looking for a stick now because I want to clean this out. A little bit better than that. Okay, there. Now, put the bowl in here, smoke it, and then I'll put some of this stuff in that box over there. Flavorful like heaven. Well, I'm excited to have that guy come over and hang out and maybe help me cook some edibles, since he seemed enthusiastic about providing some assistance on that. I could give him a bag of weed, of course, too. Yeah, it's good to know people locally. And we've kind of slowly integrated here into the community. We're not big social butterflies. It totally depends on our mood as to whether we really want to socialize. But I will follow up with home fries maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. It seems like isn't really anything going on right now. So. Alright. I'd like to get rid of some of these leaves, but I really want to go pick through all of these leaves. I'm going to get some of the low hanging leaf fruit, I guess. Low hanging leaf fruit. You remind me of grapefruit. Okay. And this stick, leaf, 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 leaf. I met this other nice couple on the younger side as well. The lady asked me about if I grew weed. Because I said, actually, the kid was like, yeah, that'd be cool. We could hang out and have a couple beers or something. I was like, actually, I don't drink alcohol, but I do drink non-alcoholic beer. And then the lady's like, do you smoke weed? Which was a surprising question from that lady, because whereas the young guy looked, like somebody who is he looked like bohemian, right? Like not literally like a bohemian from Bohemia, but nobody would be surprised to learn that guy smoked weed, right? The lady is very like librarian looking, I was like, yeah, I grew a bunch of it this year, in fact. And she's like, outside? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I have a garden, not weed, but I can't get hardly anything to grow because there's no sun. Because she's got too much tree cover. We just have this one good spot where there's sun, But other than that, we don't have a lot of good sunny spots. So I feel her in that regard. Alright, that's good enough for leaf getting. Leaf getting's boring. So, okay, let's put this. Got a couple of drawings here. I'm not sure quite what to do with those. I've also got a lot of sticks in this box, actually. I hadn't thought about the box sticks. Alright, so let's get the sticks out of the box. Fine, take the stick out of the book. Just because I want to get this shit done already. Get this table cleaned off and be done with it. With the knick-knack paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home because he's disabled and he's in a wheelchair. That's why he had to roll home. Is there more sticks in here? Oh, not too bad. Couple here and there. This is a stick. There. Okay. Couple more sticks. Alright, that's pretty good. Next are a couple of sticks at the bottom, but whatever. Okay. Now. Okay, well, pour that. Okay. So, next, I'm going to throw out all these sticks. Okay. You got a sticks. Okay. I think we know what's next. We're going to push this weed into this box. More sticks. Not a shock, but nevertheless, not what I wished for when I blew out my candle. Sticks galore. Okay. Get some of these leaves out of here. Okay. Now, now, you cannot possibly need anything more from me, Kitty. And you don't. Okay. Taking all of this done. Get out of here, leaves. Okay. Put string out. Sticks and leaves. Okay, I'm winning. Very slowly, I'm winning. Okay. Now all of the stuff is on the table here. We go outside onto the pile of sticks. this close this bag. But I don't want to make it untieable, you know. Get the last little buzz from this chair here. Mark all that on the floor. Okay. Now let's get this trash part up here like this. And we just put it on top of this carrier. And we'll carry this outside. And we're going to put this on the pile of sticks. Wow, look at that. That's some real progress. So much progress that you might think I'm the CEO of Progresso Soup. I'm not, though. It's an understandable mistake for you to have made, but I'm not. Okay. Now, let's take a break.
Well done.
Thanks, darling. I'm making progress.
That's it.
There. Get my coffee. Get this pipe and these couple of buds right here. Okay. Researchers at Johns Hopkins have found that hydrogen sulfide could protect aging brain cells from cognitive decline and Alzheimer's. So you should smell your farts, is that what you're saying? Everybody start smelling your farts? I mean, not just show media's farts, their own farts. I mean. I'm a little skeptical of that linkage. I haven't read anything about it and I'm already skeptical of the linkage. This is a kosher live stream, yes. It's also halal. It's been blessed by a rabbi and by an imam, and then they had a fight. That's how you make sure it's really, for sure, proper. The weed's pretty stony, I gotta say. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different strains. I can, like, I don't know what strain's what, but I know this strain is the one that tastes like this, you know. Quite stony, quite tasty. Everything you want from a homegrown weed, really. Outdoor homegrown. Yes, I am. Banana, 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 this is a good bass line that I made up a long time ago for a song called Helen Gurley, but I really like the bass line so much that I want to repurpose it for a song. You can tell it's a great bass line. I think the beat I made too, actually. It's pretty good for a drum beat I made. I'm not very good at making drum beats, you know. No, it's a live stream kosher. And the answer is yes. The live stream is kosher. Don't make me feel like Joe Shirt. Who's a poser? I mean a poser. I mean, he wears underclothes. And that's all kosher. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a couple possible thoughts in mind. Actually. I don't know if I'm gonna do either of them, but I might. Let's have more than a couple possible thoughts in mind. Ain't nothing funky about your 2-bit version of God. No, there ain't nothing funky about your 2-bit version of God. Get your ass out the garden, go with hand of nine. Cause there ain't nothing funky about your version of God. Yeah, there ain't no way that God wants to be prudent boy like you don't know. There ain't no way that God wants me to be a boy and doing that. I'm not funky about ya. There ain't nothing funky about your 2-bit version of God. So get your ass out the garden, go reside the land of night. It's too high. Ain't nothing funky but your version of God. It's true. Boo 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 boo. Bye 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 bye. Bo 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 bo. Ain't nothing funky about your 2-bit version of God. No, there ain't nothing funky about your 2-bit version of God. Oh, get your butt out the garden, go reside in the land of Nod. There ain't nothing funky about your version of God. That's a good song, but it's not quite done properly, you know? Like, the verse isn't good, really. And just another one of Eric's myriad failures. Just failure after failure after failure. I like this beat. This is from the bass effects module. It has some beats on it. Seems like a fun one. Kind of a hard bass to play, hard drums to play over a little bit, you know. It's a little choppy. Yeah, it's a little choppy as a bass drums. Pizzicato strings. You know what I like to say? Pizzicato strings my eye. learn it wrong. If you think you can be correct about this, I've got some bad news for you, my friends. This time, whoop, 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 whoop. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-doo-doo. If you wanna play ba-da-doo with me, ba-da-doo with you, gotta do and see things this time. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. That's right. What I said. That's right. I said. the jazz you wanted and more. It kind of feels like, you're really a person living in a big city, experiencing things that are important in life. That's what that jazz makes you feel like. Like, gosh, it all makes sense now. That ending really wrapped it all up. Thanks, Rachel. Hello, Johnny. I hope you're doing fine today. I hope you're doing better than fine. I hope you're doing double fine. Last song was Diamond Clap. Thank you. Thank you for the Diamond Clap. Better than the other day when I ate shit on my bike. That is most things are better than eating shit on your bike. I know because I've eaten shit on my bike plenty of times. Because when I was a kid, I had a bad habit of trying to read a book while riding my bicycle. Because I didn't really like riding my bicycle per se. I just needed to transport me someplace. I figured I might as well get some reading done while I'm riding my bicycle. Because I was interested in what I was reading, like some fantasy book or something. So naturally, it's preferable to just riding your bicycle to read. But I crashed many times, multiple times anyway. I remember one time running right into a parked car, just taking me totally off guard. I riding my bike to school and you know what? If they didn't want me crashing my bike, they should have gotten me some kind of motor scooter in middle school. I broke my monitor to rear view camera. I broke my mount for my computer for my bike, and I broke my glasses and they jabbed me in the side of my head when I hit the ground. Ouch. What made you crash? Was there another party that made you crash? Were you just not paying attention? Do you have a mechanical problem? Did you get struck by lightning? Inquiring Erics want to know. Yes, they do. And by inquiring Erics, I mean me. UCLA is playing Gonzaga right now in basketball. Looks like Gonzaga's spanking them. Oh, it's actually pretty close to an 8-point game. So I think yes. No, no. I've closed all of those. Close that. Close that. There. Well, Casey Jones, apparently that prevents dementia, so it's not such a bad thing. I was late for work, and I tried getting a drink of water out of my bottle without stopping. Yeah. generally, like when I'm driving a car, I try to. If I have to do too much stuff on my phone, I try to pull over first. But a lot of times I don't. I should. Don't want to crash, obviously. You know what I think I'm going to do this evening? I feel a hankering to do it. It's been a long time. I think I want to go to the casino. Even though I don't plan on going for very long. I think I want to do that. See if maybe I can win a little bit of money. Be nice. Or failing that, hopefully I just lose a little bit of money. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go do that. Beans cure cancer through farting. I agree with you. So you get busy curing your cancer, and I'm going to get busy with my plans here. Until next time, I bid you a very fond farewell. I love you all, and I will see you soon.